Today's grocery market share release covers the 4 weeks and the 12 weeks to the 22nd of March 2026. Market growth over those 4 weeks picked up slightly to 4.4%, the rate of grocery inflation remaining at 4.3%, the same as last month. Both shopper and business eyes are of course focused a bit further ahead on what the current crisis in the Middle East could mean at the tills. It is only 3 years ago that grocery price inflation hit 17%, so people are only too aware what could happen. Remember, every 1% on the FMCG rate of inflation potentially adds more than £50 to the average annual shopping bill. Now, I say potentially because the data shows shoppers always start trading down when inflation starts heading up. Prior to the start of the war, just over a fifth of households described themselves as financially struggling, and over 60% of people were worried about the rising cost of groceries. Both of those numbers clearly have the potential to head upwards. Keeping an eye on the trading down levers, own label sales rose faster than brands for the 8th consecutive month, while spending on promotions again rose faster than spending on full price items, a pattern that goes all the way back to July 2023. So you could argue shoppers are pulling those trading down levers already in advance of any new inflationary spike heading their way. If the big picture is unsettling, then maybe treat yourself to something for Easter. Over the month, just over 40% of shoppers picked up some hot cross buns, eclipsing the 30% buying at least one Easter egg. Higher cocoa prices have pushed the average price paid for an Easter egg to well over £3, up sharply on last year. But interestingly, there has been no flight to smaller eggs. The average 162-gram weight is, in fact, a slight increase. For the grocers, over the 12 weeks, among the frontrunners, it was much the same. Lidl adding the most share and Ocado the fastest growing retailer. It was fairly evenly matched between Sainsbury's and Tesco, both winning the same amount of market share, but Sainsbury's is growing just a little bit quicker and pipped Tesco to the post in adding the most new shoppers compared to a year ago. Despite pressures on budgets, the premium end of the market is finding ways to encourage spending. Waitrose growth is at its fastest in 5 years, and the grocery sales at M&S are not far off being in double digits. Looking to the future, while sales at Asda were down again, it was actually the best performance for the retailer since April 2024, and a return to positive territory in the coming months does look fairly likely. Join us next time for the full rundown on Easter to see which retailers have a spring in their step and keep a close eye on prices at the tills, and most importantly, how shoppers react to them.